Hey there guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are playing some Universe Sandbox Squared, or 2, and I have a list of things that I want to do here. So first we are going to expose the Earth's atmosphere to solar radiation, and I want to actually see how much it will heat up. So pause the simulation of the universe so we can do this live. Go to climate, and let's go ahead and take away the atmosphere completely. Actually, what happens if we leave it? Okay, so straight away we can see what's going to happen. Oh, no, that was just a bug. So I'm guessing since we've only got a 5 kg atmosphere, we're probably going to see radiation hit the Earth, creating intense heats. If anything, actually, we are seeing a temperature drop. So let's see what happens over a few days. So temperature is quite dropping, but I think it's not freezing over because there's no atmosphere to drive the, all the air into other places. It's just directly hitting Earth, creating a, see, all the ice has formed at once. So the Earth is a complete snow planet apart. Since I'm guessing, this is my guess, since the Earth doesn't have an atmosphere, it's not freezing the atmosphere. Because if we had an atmosphere, let me see, if we had an atmosphere of one Earth, so my keyboard's not working again, so I just have to click on, click off, and click on again. If I went, well, that failed. I just have to go Earth plus so now it decides to work again. I'm guessing realistically it would freeze all over the Earth, even on the countries, because the atmosphere is made out of H2O, so obviously it will cover the whole entire Earth. So this is what would happen, but I'm also thinking that life on Earth would actually die straight away because oxygen would be it would be completely erased out of our planet even before it ices over, because the atmosphere is oxygen. So we'd probably die straight away unless humans somehow had these suits and we could just keep living on Earth. You know what, since we have no atmosphere anymore, take away the atmosphere again, what would happen on impact? Let's have a look. Let's take the moon, and let's see what would happen. Obviously, it's a direct dark shade. It seems like it'll just do the same as usual. What would happen after? Oh. Still no. Realistically, it would just freeze over again. But is the crater visible at all? That's actually quite interesting. The crater is actually not visible at all. Not at all. It's just iced right all over. In fact, this time around it's actually iced quite a bit of the planet. I think it just cooled down so quickly after impact. All the trees had no time. Anyway, there's no carbon dioxide, so they wouldn't be even able to grow back. Right, let's apply the Earth's atmosphere onto the moon now. So to do this, I could reset the whole simulation, but I'm just going to go actions, and I'm going to go add moons to planet, which brings our moon into the equation. And we're basically going to do the complete opposite to what we just did, but look at that, it just looks like the moon. I'm gonna go and add a atmosphere instead of taking a atmosphere away, so it would be here. Instead of 1 kg, I want to go 1 whole Earth. Ready guys? 3, 2, 1, bam. Jesus Christ. So by the looks of it, it just burnt away the atmosphere, and it's still going. The temperature I'm guessing was in the thousands for a while. And the radius is just going, is it going to become non-existent, or is it just going to become something that can hold a atmosphere? What's the atmosphere settings? So it's actually, it shrunk, it's still shrinking. What's going to happen? Is it going to just keep shrinking? Okay. So it's got Earth's atmosphere. It looks like it's still got Earth's atmosphere. Oh, where's the atmosphere? So it has no atmosphere support whatsoever because it's so bloody tiny. So the moon can't handle Earth's atmosphere at all. It will just destroy the moon. The heat would just get way too much. Radiation would just trap. Right, let's do the same for Mars then, eh? Okay, so we are going to go ahead and we are going to go into our climate again. And we are going to add an atmosphere the size of Earth. 3, 2, 1, slower this time. Bam. So it looks like it's doing the exact same thing. It's just burning away the Mars, but I don't want that. We already know what happens to it. It just goes down to a size where it's unbearable for life at all. So I'm going to pause that and we are going to go and create a new atmosphere chart at 1 times 0.107. I'm just going to use my calculator for this to see what will happen if we do this mass for our Mars. So let's go calculator. No, I don't want currencies, I want a scientific. 1 times 0.107. Obviously, we want 0.107. So from this digit, we want 0.107. Cool. So what's happened? Obviously, it's going to take a bit of time. Okay, so it's completely changed the surface of the Mars. But what's the temperature going to be like? That's what I'm wondering. So even this, something like that will just be way too hot. So I'm going to do another calculation. I'm just going to, you know what? Let's go back into our climate and add a few more zeros. See what happens. 2 more zeros. Hopefully this should work. So the temperature is dropping again quite a bit. I don't want it to ice over either. Is this enough? So it's icing over temperature. Let's go ahead and enable a bit more. So let's go 250. This should increase the surface temperature to something more bearable. Okay, so we've got a Earth-like temperature. So what would happen if we added some water? Not too much though. Just enough just to stay in life. Okay. So I got rid of a bit too much here again. We want some water visible to the surface of Mars. It's like it can't handle much more than we're putting on. Okay, this will do. So actually it's a bit too much still, isn't it? About this much will do. So it looks very similar. So if I took away the atmosphere, not completely, just hid the atmosphere. Where can I do that? Pretty sure it's in climate. Yeah, show atmosphere. Take away the clouds. I wish we could light up this side somehow, but we've created a new planet that hopefully, if we go into climate actually, we can see if it's compatible to life at all. There is a option. I think it is in materials. So the life likelihood is actually still quite low. It's only 30% for now. But will that increase at all? Let's have a look. No, but the Earth's similarity is 82.9%, which is quite amazing because we tried to make it have an Earth atmosphere, which is unlikely to be able to happen on Mars at the exact atmosphere. But for a sustainable life likelihood, you want a atmosphere of, what was it again? It was 0.0000 something. So switch back to Earth. 0.000000250 of Earth. That's less than 1% the amount of atmosphere Mars needs to sustain life, which is very possible that Mars actually has. Okay, so that's done. We've applied. Right, let's move on to Earth orbiting Jupiter, should we? So we're basically going to go right out to Jupiter and we're just going to place Earth as an orbit. Now, I'm going to just work out some mass here, so it doesn't grab Earth by its tidal force and destroy us. We want to try and make it so Earth can live around Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is a big object and it brings asteroids, so we have to keep that in mind. So we want to have a good gravitational pull to Jupiter, just not enough so it drags what we call it, asteroids towards us instead. So let's try this. Direct. Okay, so temperature is 5.83 degrees. I'm hoping, enable climate. Okay, with enable climate, let's see what happens. So climate is 5.47. See what happens. So it is not bearable. It's just way too cold out by Jupiter. So it is impossible, but let's see what happens if we add our moon. Add moon. Oh, so it can't handle a moon at all. So it's very unlikely that we could actually orbit around Jupiter. So that's easy and done. Oh, wait, what's happening here? What's happening to Jupiter? So it looks like as if Jupiter's heating up from the tidal forces between the two, which is quite interesting because look at this. Oh my god. Jupiter's heating up. Earth, but the temperature is still negative 270. I don't get this. I don't get it. Why is Earth not heating up? Is this a bug of some sort? It looks like actually Earth is getting quite closer to Jupiter. I wonder if we're going to get swallowed by Jupiter at some point. So it's actually quite interesting. Jupiter's actually now ignited to a temperature of 1,500 degrees, which is actually quite interesting. I'll have to do some maths and let you know how that actually turned out to be, because I wasn't actually watching that at all. I was about to click off the simulation. Right. Now, there's been a theory that scientists are able to put a new moon on the moon, so the moon's gonna have a moon. So I'm just gonna go ahead and actually reset the simulation, and we're gonna see if that is possible by adding a moon to the moon. Rightio. So if I go into actions, quickly add our moon. This is our simulation for the episode. Hopefully it turns out to be somewhat interesting. Let's add Now, I'm not too sure how big it would be, but let's just add a asteroid, for example, for first. So the asteroid, I feel like, is a bit way too small, yeah? I can edit. Let's make it a 400 kilometer high. That's actually quite interesting. Look at it. So I can actually change the colors now. That's actually quite cool. It looks pretty... That's actually pretty neat. Oh my god, this is actually quite cool. I might have to do a whole episode of editing the entire solar system. Anyway, can it handle? Obviously it can. And is the moon still... So the moon is still orbiting Earth by the looks of it. But is it gonna interrupt the orbit between the moon and its moon, which is a 440 kilometers? So we managed to get a moon to orbit the moon. So that is it for this video, guys. I am gonna let you guys know in the next episode how the Jupiter actually headed up. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe for more content, and remember to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you disliked it. And remember to comment some feedback so we can actually obtain some information on what you guys want. And before I go, yes, we do have another letter for you. The letter for today is T. Yes, T. That is towards the giveaway opportunity. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe for more content. Twitter is in the description. And remember to subscribe for IX for some nice FIFA content. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time.